its new smartphone, the tech giant unveiled the Galaxy S5 at the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, Spain. It has a lot of upgrades over last year's model, including a heart rate monitor and a fingerprint scanner. CNN analyst and host of Tech Bites, Brett Larson, is live in New York. Really?
Carol, it's all the talk of zombies. We have to have electronics with heart rate monitors.
See if I'm still alive.
Yeah, make sure people are still alive. It's kind of an interesting twist. I mean, you know, when we were at the Consumer Electronics Show at the beginning of January, we saw this big trend in wearable technology. The push for wearable technology, or what makes it really attractive, of course, is all this healthcare stuff we can get. We can know how many steps you took. We can see how many calories you burned. We can track your heart rate monitor. And, you know, I've got one of the Galaxy Gear here, what was announced yesterday. A tiny little thing. It's totally wearable. It's got a nice high-resolution screen. It's got a heart rate monitor on the back. I just took my heart rate. You could tell I've had a few too many cups of coffee this morning, and it was a little elevated. But you know, that information is then going to sync up with the phone so that it can keep track of you know, my heart rate, I guess, throughout the day. Or if you're really into physical fitness, there's a whole variety of apps that take advantage of all of this information.
Okay, so how much will these upgrades cost us if we would like to buy one of these new Galaxy phones?
Exactly. No exact pricing has been announced. I'm gonna speculate that it's going to be about $200 to $300 with the contract. And of course, a lot of cell phone carriers now, Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, Sprint, they're kind of pushing us into this. Well, we don't need you to sign a contract, but we are going to need you to pay full price for that phone. So I would expect these are going to be in the $500 to $600 range. Now, one of the things that Samsung is dealing with right now, and Apple is dealing with it, and Google's dealing with it with their Nexus, is we've kind of been saturated with smartphones. And though these, I mean, this is the new Galaxy S5. It's a beautiful phone. It's got better battery life. It's got a faster processor. But it's just a few steps above where the S4 was. So if you're sitting there using an S4, you're going to say to yourself, I don't want to spend another $500 for a slightly faster phone. I think, you know, in the realm of cell phones, and Tim Cook spoke to this on a recent call with Apple, it's more of a 2-year cycle. So it's interesting to see that Samsung is following in Apple's pattern of, we're going to do big updates every 2 years. And it's a slight update to the S4, but it's a big update from the previous model 2 years ago.
Well, maybe it would be smarter for them to make cheaper phones so more people could afford them.
Right, and Samsung does have a wider variety of less expensive phones. Apple tried to do that with the iPhone 5C, the less expensive version, but they're finding that it wasn't as popular a selling phone as previous models were. As just say, when the 5 comes out, discounting the 4S so you can go get that for less money.
Interesting. Brett Larson, thanks for your insight. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Carol.
We'll
Thanks
be right
for having
back.
me.